So rivalries come when we think they're threatening our identity, when our identity is based on our opinions. And this lack consciousness thing, that there somehow isn't enough to go around, is something that I really want us all to be sitting with this week. Where are you seeing lack consciousness? That if somehow I make space over here, that it somehow means that I'm losing space over here. Where are you thinking that you are limited, that the world is limited, that possibility is limited, that this idea that we truly can make a world that works for everyone is an airy-fairy dream, rather than something that I personally believe is reality that we are doing right now? Because if we're caught in lack consciousness, we don't think that there's enough. We don't think there's enough love. We don't think there's enough resources. The worst thing is we don't think there's enough compassion. And I don't personally believe that, even when I don't see it. And that's what we do in unity. We see past the circumstance. We see past what might be showing up in time and space. We see through that right to the very heart of God, the heart of the divine principles, and we say, even in the midst of that destruction, I know that peace is available to every single person in Florida right now. I know that a sense of grounded and centeredness is available no matter how thrown off people are, because the world that they lived in has literally been turned over. So this cracked me up, because we take our rivalry so seriously. Is a hot dog a sandwich? People get crazy for things, right? Like, is a hot dog a sandwich? People get so intense about whether or not a hot dog is a sandwich or not, right? That not only do they will actually make the people who disagree with them suffer, right? No, let me say this again. So when they did this study, they asked people, you could give $3 to everyone who agrees with you, whether a hot dog is a sandwich or not. And that would mean that you gave $4 to the people who disagree with you. Or you could give $2 to everyone who agreed with you and only give $1 to everyone who disagreed with you. Now, why wouldn't you want to give $3 to everybody who agreed with you? It's more than $2, isn't it? Because we're focused on the fact that we want to make those other people suffer. So the fact that they were going to get $4 meant that we are not going to choose that option. Look at the percentage of people that chose to take less for themselves and the people who agreed with them, so the people who disagreed with them would get even less. That's crazy, right? But it's not about actually, well, who agrees with us? It's about the fact that people don't agree with us. That's the place where we get really focused. So we don't just preach the virtues of our side, we find self-worth in prosecuting the vices of our rivals. It's not just about I'm right, it's also about you are wrong. And I actually feel like I am a better human because I know you are wrong. And when we live from that space, it's almost impossible for us to find common ground, because we are focused on I'm right, you're wrong, and my identity is wrapped up in how wrong you are. So I will never be able to see that you're not maybe as wrong as I thought, because that means that I'm not as good as I thought I was.